dance better than my wife, guys.
Hey.
Okay, let's see. You think so?
Yes.
I think she won, guys. Let me just give we might just give her flowers, okay?
Thank you. Let me put the phone a bit far.
Can be here.
Can be here now.
Yeah, let's try it. How's that?
Beautiful. Watching from Swakop, Hilma. Happy Tuesday.
Guys. There is so much to enjoy and to celebrate about life. Okay? Forget about everything that you are going through. Forget about all your challenges, all your problems, because at the end of the day, if you focus on positive energy, you will definitely begin to realize how beautiful this life is and how blessed you are. Many a times we tend just to focus on all the bad things, all right? And I'm not saying we should ignore what is happening in our lives, but all I'm saying is that focus more on the good aspect of life and enjoy life. Let go of everything that you cannot control and focus on those things that you can control. And just make the most of your life.
Definitely.
All right. So it's such an honor to have you guys.
So let me introduce you, Tate.
Oh, you want to introduce
Protocol.
me? Oh, protocols observed.
Please.
Okay.
Okay. Allow me to do
my wife,
you
the floor is yours.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
in fact, it is my honor and a privilege to introduce you to the audience, handing over the mic to you so that you can introduce me. All right? Yes, and do things in accordance.
And serve you the best dinner.
And do things in accordance with the protocols.
And
all right?
serve you
The
your best
floor
dinner.
is now. What you have done. I did not forget. Guys, that was not funny. Let me tell you something. A very short story. A very short story, okay? Before I hand over, the opportunity to head to, to observe the protocols and whatnot. So that particular evening, I had a call, all right? And
it was yesterday.
They had dinner, yes? Okay? They had dinner while I was on the call. When I was done with my call, my wife was like, okay, no, let me just bring your dinner. Now I see she kept bringing a lot of stuff. Now I'm like, what is going on? And, things were covered. I could not see anything. All of a sudden, I'm seeing chargers, phones, headset. I'm like, what?
It was your best meal.
Yeah,
that is
I
what
couldn't
you are
believe
busy
it.
with mostly.
I couldn't.
I was even supposed to put the laptop in.
She caught me off guard and I was just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nonetheless, afterwards, at least she served me, dinner and I enjoyed myself. So, yeah, I forgave her. She's my wife after. What can I do, guys?
Man.
When you have a wife who is capable of bullying you in public.
Who is bullying who?
How? There is evidence. Guys, there is evidence.
What evidence? It doesn't count.
And the evidence even went public. So right now I have a number of witnesses. Everyone that watched that video is a witness.
Oh, Shili.
Okay.
Thank you so much. But laughter is needed, guys.
Yeah,
Don't
laughter
be
is
in
needed.
relationships and you are taking things for serious.
Don't take things
Don't
for serious.
take things for serious. Don't be in relationships relationships and you are just taking things seriously all the times.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to throw in that ka vinegar, that ka spicy, that ka pana spice. Sometimes you just need to make them naughty.
And remove
My
all the
sisterhood, if you are listening to me right now, sometimes just be naughty. Sometimes they are just too busy, caught up in the business of life, and they forget to have fun. After all, they are human beings, you know. Sometimes our husbands are so busy providing for us, busy with ABC, and they forget that there's a part of life that truly needs to be celebrated.
Sisterhood is proud of
you. Just Olga.
That's how
my
they
sister.
support each other. Where are the gents on this?
Where have you
life?
been?
Where are the gents? Please come through.
You know?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I want you guys to share this live to as many people as possible, because what my husband has installed for you guys this evening is something that you do not want to miss.
Do I even have anything?
And please, what did I want to say? I wanted to say something.
What I have in store for them is something great, something big.
There was something that I wanted to say specifically, and it just But with that being said, as you all know, I am responsible for morning devotion. He is responsible for evening session. So with that being said, I don't want to waste your time.
Where I have just been
I want us to welcome my only friend, my gym buddy, my business partner. Hey guys, this man is a man of many titles. And I will not finish all the titles. So let's give a hand of applause to Mr. Nashidengo, our only friend. Say, feel at home.
I am your only friend out here.
This is your home as well.
And there is no other.
Welcome.
Your only friend.
The floor is yours.
Thank you, my wife.
Yes.
Now you deserve something. That was such a profound introduction, first of all. And please allow me to do the honor. Close your eyes, don't blink. Thank you. So guys, first of all, how many gents do we have on this live? How many gents? I was hoping that we have an open, conversation with the gents. But if it's just ladies, it's also fine. All right. But I was truly hoping that we could have some gentlemen on the live. All right. Anyone? Let me see. The gentleman, say something. If you are a gentleman on this live right now, say something. Let me see. So no gentlemen, it's just ladies.
Just ladies. April,
ladies, you need to start sleeping.
Josephine,
you guys are not sleeping.
They are here to support sisterhoodship. There is no brotherhood here.
Yo, guys.
Going once, going twice.
There's no brotherhood.
Let me see any brotherhood. Zero kaput. Huh? Look at them. Look at them.
Oh my goodness.
Aye guys.
Now
what a disappointment.
This actually defeats the purpose of this live now.
Serious?
I wanted to speak to a boy child.
Are you serious?
Only us, you see. Oh, shame. Only us.
Oh.
Only you. Okay. But it's fine. Anyways, I want us to talk about habits. I want us to talk about intentionality, and I want us to talk about purpose, guys. All right. Majority of you on this live right now are young people. All right. And I need you to understand that as a young person who is no longer a child, your life is in your own hands. All right. And I want you to forget about anyone. Either your parents who brought you up, maybe your elder sister or elder brother who has been supporting you here and there, where you grew up, the challenging situation that you went through or the traumatizing situation that you have experienced during your childhood, and right now realize that you are an adult, and as an adult, no one owes you anything, but you are responsible for your life and for your future. All right? And in that vein, I want to remind you that you have the power to change your situation. All right? But then there are specific things that are required of you to do. You are expected to put in some sort of actions. Now, I don't know about you guys, but personally, I'm coming from a family where I'm the only one who is really striving and fighting to do something great. All right? Where everyone else looks up to me. And if I don't make a decision to show up, no one else is going to do anything. All right? If anything happens at home right now, the first person that they think of is me. If you are relatable to the story that I'm sharing right now, then this message is probably for you. Guys, we need to put in the work. All right? We need to stop being envious and being jealousy on social media, just scrolling, doing nothing, and do something about our lives. And first of all, we need to start with changing our daily habits. All right? What are you doing every day to ensure that at least by next year, all right, being jealous, thank you, my wife, for correcting me. At least I'm doing something today where I'm planting a seed so that next year or 6 months from now or 2 years from now, I can have a different life, a better life. I can become a better person. I can transform because it is possible. But I assure you guys, you have to be intentional and you have to be deliberate. Every day waking up with some goals that you have set and with a routine. Because a routine is so beautiful, it will help you. It will force you onto a schedule. All right? I can see like most of you now are not sleeping, you are awake. That's good news. But the question is, what are you doing? All right? And this is an everyday thing. I want you to do an inventory for your own life. Like, what are you doing every day to ensure that at least my future should not look like my today? You have that power. All right? Forget about the qualification that you have. I want you to focus on developing yourself. Become a master at something. There are so many things that we can do. This new world that we are living in, this digital industry, this new evolution of bots and advanced technology, there are so many opportunities online, on the internet, where you are just scrolling and looking at other people. There are so many opportunities. But then you have to be intentional. You should be willing to fork out money to pay somebody who understands so that they can teach you. Otherwise, you are going to remain behind. Other kids are thriving. They are making change. They are living a life of purpose, a life of contribution. But you are just stuck in the same space. So we are so intentional as a couple, me and my wife. And we worry so much, seeing the youth, people who are supposed to be active, dying at the age of 20, at the age of 30, and only wait to be buried at the age of 70 and 80. What do I mean by that? Because if you are at the age of 20, which is your prime time to be more active and do something meaningful, live a life of purpose and a contribution. If you are not living that kind of a life while you are in your prime time, what are you doing?
And kindly share this live, guys, and invite more friends to this live, because you may never know who might be needing this message urgently.
Yes.
This is an urgent message that is needed by every single person on social media. So please do us a favor and just invite your friends to this live right now.
Yes,
Thank you.
precisely. That's why I'm making an analogy that it is the same as if you are a dead person. You are just there. No one cares about you because you are not doing anything. No one looks at you. All right? But at the end of the day, you could be talented at something. All right? You have the ability to learn, to develop yourself, to groom yourself, and become better at something, master something, because once you master something, you should be able to provide some sort of service to other people.
Yeah.
Yes? And for you to be able to master something, it's going to take consistency.
Yeah.
It's going to take mastery. All right? And it's going to take a burning desire and a willingness for you to learn. Not waiting for anyone else to push you. So guys, who are on this live right now, you are very lucky that I'm giving you this information. And I want you to make a decision from tomorrow. Have a routine. Set your goals. Okay? Monthly goals. Break your monthly goals into weekly goals, and then down to daily goals. Now your daily goals becomes your routine. All right? When you have a routine, every morning as you wake up, what are you going to do first?
Yeah.
What is the number one thing that you're going to do? And of which I recommend giving thanks. First of all, you should give thanks. Pray, give thanks, be grateful. All right? Because there are so many things that you can be grateful for. You are blessed beyond you realize. And if that is going to be your start, if that is how you start your day, then you are starting the right way. And it means you will be in a good mood. You will be in a jovial mood. You will be positive. You look forward to nothing but great things. And when you do that, you will be attracting nothing but greatness. However, if you just wake up and the first thing you do is to pick up your phone and start scrolling on social media, there is so much bad news going on there. It will ruin your mood first thing in the morning before you even get to work or get to wherever you are going. And once you get that energy, that is the very same energy that you are going to magnify wherever you go. And that is the very same energy that you are going to attract within the universe.
Definitely.
That is the power of the law of attraction. All right? So from tomorrow, set your goals. All right? Monthly goals, break them to weekly goals, and then daily goals. Have something, live a life of purpose. All right? Believe in yourself, believe in your future, and pray for yourself. I was making an analogy, guys, to say some of us, we are breadwinners. There's a lot of people here who are breadwinners. What are you doing?
Yeah.
We are pointing fingers, we are blaming, and then year in, year out, you are doing the same thing. But yet, your life remains the same.
Yeah.
But I assure you, if you can just make a decision to start focusing on yourself, developing yourself, doing something to help you elevate and change your mindset, become a better, because at the end of the day, right now, the way you view the world is based on the information that you have. But if you can just advance the knowledge that you already have, all right, it will push you to another level. Definitely. Once you move to another level, now you have a different view of life. Your perception is different. You will start seeing things differently. All right? Instead of, let's say, for example, it's raining today, and you are like, no, this rain is bad. I'm not going to work today, or I'm not going to do my business today. You will be like, wow, what an opportunity. Today is such a beautiful day that it's raining because I know my neighbor will be discouraged. He is so lazy. He is not going to do business today. So today is an opportunity for me to go and make money. All right? Same circumstance, but you have two people with different views. It's the same thing, guys. So anything, when you see people in public exchanging words, it's because of perception. Not necessarily that something bad has happened, but perception. And perception is driven and is controlled by the information that you have. So we need to be intentional and deliberate with regard to educating ourselves. Because that is how you mold yourself, is how you groom yourself into becoming a better person.
Definitely.
All right? Which is what we call what? Wisdom. Now, wisdom is something that you should pray for.
Yeah.
Pray for spiritual discernment. All right? Be able to reason better and also analyze the people that you are spending time with. Because the majority of the people that you are spending time with have the power to transform you into becoming like them.
Definitely.
All right?
You are the 5.
Through the exchange of energy.
You are the 5 that you hang around with.
Yes, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
If you are spending most of your time with people who are intentional about working on themselves and becoming better, there is a likelihood that you will fall in the same patterns.
Definitely.
If you have friends who are always going out to party and drinking and go and dance, pick up some girls, come back, you will follow the same pattern.
Definitely.
And this habit have the power to define your future, because what you do every day, you are planting a seed. And this seed is what will define your tomorrow. All right? Because what happens when you plant a seed? What do you expect? What happened, my wife? If you plant a seed today,
Germination happens.
germination has to happen. It might not be today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, but eventually it will happen.
Yeah.
And it happens also through the word that you speak out. Yo, guys, I think I'm talking too much.
I
think I'm talking too much.
English is not English in here. They said boom.
They said boom. What is that? What do you mean? Talk to me, my brother. Is it say or madam?
And Father is saying, JJ, Father is saying, powerful advice. Thank you so much. Grace is saying, very powerful. Remain blessed, my good people.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Evalisa is also, thank you, powerful message.
All right.
Thank you, Evalisa.
Yeah.
Don't mind that person.
All right,
Thank you,
perfect.
Blom.
So
Thank you,
basically,
Blom.
I'm just here to advise you guys and to encourage you that you should not give up. First of all, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your future. Don't give up on your ability to make a significant contribution, into your life and into your community. All right? Because you can, but it has to start with you being intentional and deliberate with what you want to achieve out here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you remain the same, then nothing is going to happen. It is required that you take action for something to happen.
Yeah.
That's a law. It's one of the law of nature.
Definitely.
And you should always develop the patience, because sometimes you are putting in the work, but you don't see the outcome. Now, there is also the law of process. You should be willing to wait, because every seed has got a gestation period. It does not just, manifest immediately. There is a process. Be willing to wait for the process. And in fact, we should appreciate the process, because it's through the process that you are groomed, that you are molded, that you are mentored and become the best version that is deserving of the level that you are looking forward to. All right? Otherwise, if I decide to give you $1 million today, but mentally you are not as groomed and prepared to manage and be able to multiply or grow that million, it's just a matter of time before that money comes back into my pocket.
Definitely.
And I like to say, guys, you are not rich because you have money in the bank, but you have money in the bank because you are rich mentally. So at the end of it has to start with personal development. But this is something that we tend to turn a blind eye on, which is so important. First, seek value before you start chasing after money.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Precisely.
Make God your business.
Yes.
Many a times
Yes.
we want the blink, Many a times we want the end results. Many a times we envy A, B, C. Many a times we want to drive that car that this friend of mine is driving.
Yeah.
But we do not know what process did this person really undergo
For them
to
to
get
get there.
to the point where they are. At times, and especially as Namibians, we do not want to go through the process. We don't want to wait. If we hear that this particular thing is gonna take us how many years so that we can get this type of results, many of us are not willing to wait. We just want to get in there, get the end results, and we are satisfied. And I think that is where we have gone wrong.
Precisely.
And as you can see, if most of you guys who have followed us for very long, if you go through our videos are very educational. We are trying to bring a message across every type of person, either educated, either uneducated. We are trying to communicate, either in series that we are doing or acting and motivational talking. So seriously, guys, 2025 is a year of change, and bringing you back to the topic that I think you just did a U-turn. I want you to touch on the aspect of changing habits, and especially if one finds themselves in a habit that they have been stuck to so long.
Yes.
You know, at times we find ourselves in a habit, and deep down our hearts we know that this is a bad habit, right?
But yet
we still do it. We still go back to this bad habit. So my husband, how can we change our habits into good habits? You know, because I know one can change, and you are a testimony of this biggest transformation.
Yeah, no, thank you, my wife. So guys, I'm very passionate about changing of mindset, because at the end of the day, you need to understand that for you to achieve a different personal reality is going to demand you changing your personality first. Okay, hold on. My children are... What is happening?
Baby Natalie. Baby Natalie.
What celebration is there?
This baby is not yet
so
asleep.
for you to achieve a different personal reality is going to demand that first of all, you need to change your personality. How do you change your personality? By changing your mindset, by changing your view or your perception towards the issues of life. All right? The outside forces and the inside forces. All right? You should be able to control your emotions. All right? You need to work on your emotional intelligence, emotional regulations. And if something happens from outside, how do you approach it? What is your approach? Now, guys, changing of habit is another topic, which I'm very, very, very passionate about. That's why I wanted to see a lot of gentlemen on this call. Because especially when it comes to bad habits, there are so many bad habits. And it's mostly these bad habits that are holding us back. It's mostly these bad habits that are keeping us captive, that are imprisoning us for the rest of sometimes for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
You are in prison. And sadly enough, some people are imprisoned by bad habits, but yet they don't even know that they are in prison. Because when you lack knowledge, when you lack the right information, you are simply in limbo or in a foggy state. Yeah. You cannot see. You have no vision, you have no direction. It's so sad that you can be stuck in the same space, but yet you don't even realize that you are stuck. until somebody exposes you to the right information to say, my brother, you don't have to continue living like this. We have people who are drunkards. These people were not born drunkards. It's a habit that started from somewhere. You started with 1 beer, and then from there is 2 beer, is 3 beer. Now you are finishing a crate in a matter of few hours. I don't know, you are drinking to go and get what, achieve what. And then it becomes a habit. It becomes a continuation. It's the same things with becoming a drug addict. It starts small. Every habit, bad habit or good habit that you see existing in this life started from somewhere. And the very same way you have started it, you can also put an end to it. God has given you the power and the ability to destroy and to create. You have that power as a human being. Am I making sense?
Put sense.
You have that
sense.
power as a human being. But here is a kick. Here is the kick, guys. For you to form a habit is very easy. Because all you need to do is to do it first time, and then you do it second, and then boom. It's a habit. It has manifested. It's now part of you. Subconsciously, you will be able to remember it because it's something that you have done. And the more you do it, it's now part of your subconscious mind. You will be able to always remember it because there is a picture in your mind. Your mind will be able to recognize it and will be able to remind you that, my brother, there is this girl that you met yesterday. You went with her twice. Can you go back there? Now it is a habit. Yes. There are bad habits such as the spirit of lust. You were not just born wanting to go with every skirt. No. You taught yourself this kind of behavior. It has become a habit. Now all you can think of is just different skirts. And you just want to go any direction.
You can't
and
keep
whatever
your pockets.
direction you go, you want to point.
You can't keep your hands in the
You
pocket.
cannot. All right?
Yeah.
Becoming a criminal is the same thing. It starts small and then it becomes habitual. That's why within the legal, how should I say? I want to get the right word. Within the justice, is it the justice? Yes, the justice framework or justice system, there is something called habitual crimes. Or a habitual offender, you know? You are a habitual offender because it's a behavior that you have made a habit. You understand? But when you started small. That's how it starts. Now, the question is, how do we get rid of this habit? First of all, it has to start with the willingness and a burning desire for you to change your life. You should be willing as a human being or as a victim yourself. You should be willing to change. If you are fighting or battling the spirit of lust, you should be willing to humble yourself and acknowledge that, no, here I am wrong. This should not be the life that I should be living. I need to focus on one woman and forget about the rest. Because this whole thing is just hurting me. It is bringing me troubles. I am growing up. I am now a mature man. I have children. I want them to look at me and be inspired by the kind of a lifestyle that I'm living.
Wow.
I want to be an example in my community, in my society. My family members, there are people that respect me so much. They look up to me. I need to change. All right? Once you do that, then you must start small.
So meaning you are saying the first process, one needs to identify the habit.
Absolutely.
And they also need to identify its triggers.
Yes.
What triggers this habit?
Now you
So
are talking.
that is the first step that
Precisely.
this person has to,
What are the
identify.
triggers? What are the triggers?
Okay.
And you need to be aware of temptation. Because once you identify the habit and identify the triggers, also be aware of the temptation. Because let me tell you something. The devil make use of this habit. to keep you captive, to keep you in chain, locked up. And that is the reason why you will do something today knowing that it's bad, but tomorrow you are regretting. Why? Because there is a part of you that knows that this is wrong, but yet it's not you. Somebody is controlling you. This spirit of lust is so powerful that it's able to control you. Now you need to fight your way out. All right? Sometimes you need another person. Maybe you need a sister to talk to, or you have a wife, or you have a girlfriend. You need to now humble yourself and acknowledge that you have a problem. And how should I say? Because some people tend to rather protect themselves and hide it from everyone else. Pretend as if they do not have a problem. That way, it's not going to help you. It will not help you. Because first of all, you need to humble yourself and acknowledge that I have a problem and I need help.
Yeah.
If it means you must talk to somebody to take you somewhere so that you can start small, like bit by bit, to solve this problem, then do it. Personally, I have traveled this journey, guys. Those of you that know me, you know that I've been a police officer for quite some time, but I had a lot of bad habits that I had to deal with.
Yeah.
And today I'm so grateful to my wife because this woman has really helped me to change my life and transform my life completely. There are so many things that we had to go through together and get rid of together as a team, because I had the willingness and I had a burning desire to change, because I knew I can change. All right? So especially if there are gentlemen out here or on this call, our ladies are also listening.
Yeah.
You need to take this seriously. Because the more you keep creating bad habits and you are not letting go, the deeper you dig your own grave. And it becomes very difficult for you to get out, because the devil is just tightening the chain. Every time you go back and repeat the same bad habit, there's another chain added. Every time you go back, it's another chain added. That's why I'm saying it's so difficult for you to break it, because sometimes you will decide that, no, I'm not going to do it ever again. And then boom, temptation comes. But because you don't have that, maybe you don't have a strong spiritual discernment, because some things are way more spiritual. Than they are physical.
Yeah.
All right? Then you go back there again. You are tempted again, you go back again. All right? And the more you go back, it is just becoming worse.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why you find somebody was taken at, what is this place?
The mental.
Yeah, either not mental, but is it psychiatric? Not psychiatric, but what is the place?
What place for
when
what,
you are a
madam?
drug addict?
At the
rehab, yes.
Center.
You are taken at the rehab. Maybe you have been there for a year, and they will somehow, according to your behavior and your the way you are portraying yourself, they will believe that this person has changed, and then boom, come back into the society. Temptation get to you. You start again.
Yeah.
All right? And it's the same thing with people who are habitual criminal or habitual offenders. They will serve their sentence at the correctional services or facilities. Once they are released, they are deemed as people who have now changed. But some of them, they get tempted again. They go back to square one. You start all over again. So habits, very, very, very powerful. And the reason why most of us are stuck and not moving forward is because of this bad habit. You need to be mindful also of obedience. Okay? Because there are specific things that the universe requires you to abide by, or to be obedient, or to comply with, in order for your life to start moving smoothly, and in order for you to start climbing up the ladder to reach success. All right? But if you are disobedient, especially to God, you need to align your spirituality, guys. Then forget about reaching success, because your belief is required, your obedience is required. Okay? And there are also other universal laws, all right, that you are expected to abide by. That's why I'm saying at the end of the day, for you to become successful, it's going to demand a holistic approach. And if you don't start sooner to educate yourself, you are going to remain stuck for a very long time. All right? So the sooner you start to educate yourself, the better. Thank you, Blom. Yeah, rehabilitation. Yes, precisely.
Wow.
Yes, my wife.
This is really, really powerful. And the other thing that I also just wanted to add is that at times, especially...
But I hope you guys got it, right? Did you guys get it? Are you learning something? Because that is our purpose here. We are just here to give you information for free.
Yeah.
All right? How you decide, to use that information is up to you. From this point on, it's up to you to decide, okay, Mr. Nasidengo was talking about A, B, C, D. Should I go and do further research, or what am I supposed to do? Yeah. Also, I want you to do an inventory of your own life. Introspect yourself and ask yourself, what are specific areas that I can say, these are bad habits and I need to change? These things are holding me back, all right? Because we all have those.
Yeah.
And don't try and hide anything, because at the end of the day, this is about you, it's about your life, and it's going to get to you one way or another.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Yes.
So what I wanted to add is that at times, especially when you spoke of the devil tempting us, and us going back to that same bad habit that we are so used to, repetitively, year in, year out, we are stuck, we are in chains because of this particular habit. I think sometimes we can also try to make it hard for ourselves not to repeat that particular habit, either by changing the environment, either by changing friends. If, for example, now I want to speak to my ladies here. Let's say you have friends that are always inviting you to go out at night to nightclubs where you meet different men, and every single night you are the one seen with a different man. You are sleeping around every single week.
Maybe you know your weakness, that after drinking,
after drinking you are a completely different
you
person.
just want to drop the pants.
Yes, you drop the pants. Any single person can visit that area. So we sometimes also need to change the friends that we have. Limit and cut. If it means you having to cut these people from your life, then cut them. If it means you changing the environment, maybe you are renting, for example, and you are renting in a place where it's just ladies who love going out and clubbing, and you say you are strong, you are not gonna get tempted, then my sister, you are lying to yourself. What you need to do is try and get another place. Go away from that house, get another renting place, because trust me, as long as you are together or you are in the same environment with the same people that are in support of the old habit that you are stuck with for many years, I don't know how long, then trust me, it's very difficult for you to change that habit.
You are
just forget.
Making it difficult for yourself.
Exactly. And also the other thing, when you try and change your habits, your bad habits, don't try and change in one go. Try and do it in biteable pieces, okay? Make them small portions that you can be able to bite and digest. Now, what do I mean by digestible pieces? I mean you breaking your habits down in such a way that you let go of habit A today and try for the next 2 weeks and see how it goes. Then after 2 weeks, add another bad habit and try letting go of these 2 habits at the same time. Give yourself time and see how it goes. And in addition to that, try and have a support system, a support structure. Just like my husband has said, try and involve your partner. And now the other thing is, if your partner will deny you this right, then it means they don't really care about you. Because a supportive partner who truly cares for you, who can truly see that you are suffering, this is a person who's
And you
gonna
are willing to
stay.
change.
Yes, this is a person who will be willing to stay with you, hold your hand, and reassure you that they are gonna help you overcome whatever bad habit it is that you are struggling with.
Yeah.
But the moment you open up to a partner and confess your sins, but then this partner is like, whoa, no, girl.
Or they go and gossip about
Yeah.
you elsewhere. Then,
Then trust
you
me,
know.
this person is not for you.
Yeah.
So let's try and have another different year from other years, because I know, guys, we are not perfect.
No one
Even
is
Jesus himself was tempted by the
Several
devil.
times. Imagine.
How many times?
Several times.
How many times did the devil try to tempt Jesus?
Yeah.
Now imagine you, a human being with flesh and blood. Who are you not to be tempted? My husband here gets tempted every single week.
Absolutely.
Myself here, I can get tempted every single
It's
week.
so many things.
It's a
It's
lot
not
of
just about
things.
lust. Yeah,
We
it's so
are
many
human beings. We get tempted.
Yeah.
But what matters is, how will you handle the temptation?
When it comes your
When
way.
it comes your way, do you have a plan? And this conversation is leading to the topic that we had yesterday.
yes,
That was that
The day
Saturday
before
morning.
yesterday, I
Yes,
think,
I want you to touch a bit on that topic, my love.
Yes.
When temptation comes, what do what?
Pre-decide.
Pre-decide. So you
Pre-decide.
need to be alert.
Yeah,
You
pre-decide.
need to be like a soldier ready to go to
Be ready.
battle.
Be ready. Because remember, guys, many a times the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
All right? And remember, what controls the flesh is your mind. How does your mind function? Your mind function according to the information that is in your subconscious mind. Now, you have information that is coming in consciously, but you have information that has been stored in your mind, more or less like, is it a storage, like a memory, all right? That is where that information is coming from, and your mind is giving instruction to your body.
Yeah.
Your body is simply an instrument of your mind. Do you know that? Because without a command from your mind, your body will not make a move.
Definitely.
Do you guys know that?
Definitely.
So as a man, for this gentleman to stand up, Swapo, information has to come from your mind.
I didn't expect
No, these are facts.
Oh my
We have adults on this call. All right? Information has to come from your mind. Which means, as a married man, all right, or as a boyfriend who have a girlfriend who is in a relationship, for you to go and point elsewhere, there has to be a conversation. Pre-decide. That was that's why I mean, you cannot tell me.
Pre-decision.
There has to be a pre-decision. You cannot tell anyone and lie and say it was a mistake. There should be a conversation that went on. And then information is channeled to the body, and then the body is now reacting and is ready to deliver according to the instruction from the boss. Now, since we cannot run away from temptation, and the Bible is telling us that even Jesus, after fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, he was tempted by the devil several times. Who are you, or who am I not to be tempted? So we already know that we can be tempted, And since the spirit, in most cases, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, we can all fall prey of temptations.
Definitely.
So prevention is better than cure. Have a plan, have a strategy. All right? What is that strategy? First of all, you need to pre-decide. Before you step out of your house, wherever you are going, you pre-decide. I am going out and I'm going to do ABCD. I'm going to meet ABCD. If I don't trust myself, instead of me going alone, I would rather go with my wife. Stuck on you, baby. Let's go. I am not going there alone because I know myself. I know I will step in that club and I'm seeing other things. Then I will forget. Now I'm tempted. Tomorrow I am regretting. All right? So that's how it goes. And you have to be ready always. You must always be on guard, guys. You must be ready and believe. Don't be oblivious to not think that you cannot be tempted or think that you are strong enough. All right? Because it will find you when you least expect it. And then just because of 5 minutes, just that 5 minutes, it will ruin your family life, your reputation. People that had trusted you no longer trust you. You have lost credibility in whatever it is that you are doing. You have lost your loved one.
Your children.
You have destroyed your family just because of 5 minutes.
Pleasure.
So at the end of the day, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
That's why what we lack is wisdom. All right?
Yeah.
So you need to pray and pray harder.
Definitely.
Every day. But as much as you are praying, don't be so stupid to end up suffering stupidly. So what you do is you pre-decide. Anything at all that you are battling and you don't want to ever do it again, pre-decide that should I find myself in a tempting situation, this is my plan. I am ready and I can escape. Have an escape plan also.
Yeah.
Have an escape plan. Maybe you are in a relationship now, you are married, you are going to a certain wedding, you know that your ex is going to be there. But you know how she behaves. The moment she set an eye on you, she's coming for you. So what do? Remember, because you are pre-deciding and you are ready, you have an escape plan, go with your wife.
Yeah. Go with your
I am just there.
Go with your girlfriend.
As much as the body is trying to tell me other things, remember, the spirit is strong, but the flesh is weak. As much as my body is talking other things, I refuse not to listen. Prevention is better than cure, guys.
Definitely.
And that's why you find some great leaders losing.
Especially in churches.
I'm telling you, these things are happening.
Churches,
because of lack of wisdom and knowledge, and also discipline. This is something that is so powerful. Discipline, guys.
Just to add on there,
yes.
it's found in churches and it's found in men in powerful positions.
Yes, men in powerful positions.
Where they have the power to what
because
is it?
That is where you are
to
tempted
promote,
the most.
Yes. to
Yeah. They have authority.
They have that authority.
And you know there are those specific people who would rather do anything to get what they want.
To just get that position.
Precisely.
Yeah.
These are real life issues.
I wish men in powerful positions, pastors, especially pastors who are doing things that we just don't know what is happening nowadays. I wish they can hear this live.
Yeah.
Because this live is very powerful, guys. I wish it can be recorded, but unfortunately TikTok cannot record. And unfortunately, I also forgot to go live with my Facebook account.
Because if you are such a dedicated man of God, you go to church every day, yet you have a wife at home.
Yeah.
And at church, you are meeting those ones.
Yeah.
Some of them, they dress in such a way that they forget that this is church.
Yeah.
You can see it. But yet, you come here alone. Sometimes it's weekends, it's just few people in church.
Or sometimes it's one-on-one.
Sometimes it's one-on-one. You know what they do.
Yeah.
And then it happens today is tomorrow.
The third day,
the moment you open your eyes, you are already in trouble.
trouble. 5 minutes
Prevention
will
is
cost
better.
your
And
whole
because
career.
of that fight, and that this is one thing that hurts me the most.
Yeah.
All it takes
Just
is
5 minutes.
that one single mistake.
Yeah.
And that is what the devil is looking for. Remember, the devil is here to
Steal,
steal,
destroy,
kill, and destroy.
Yeah.
That is the work of the devil. The devil is here to put you to shame. The devil is here to end whatever it is that you are striving to achieve.
Definitely.
And it's our job to protect whatever it is that we are building, whatever it is that we are trying to achieve. Otherwise, you will keep falling a victim to the devil.
Definitely.
All right? And we must train ourselves to utilize the word of God. God has given you the power. Pray. Pray for a spirit of wisdom. Pray for a spirit of spiritual discernment, so that you can be able to discern certain situations before it even happens. Some people are sent just to come to you and destroy. Some people are meant to come and test you. You never know. It's a tricky world that we live in.
Definitely.
Some people are just envious wherever they are, and they just want to see what you have,
they wanted to destroy
falling down and
anything
being
that you
destroyed.
have built for so long.
Yeah,
they
whether
just
it's
want
your
to
business,
put it in the drain.
whether it's your marriage, whether it's anything.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that is the life we are living
and most
in,
people
guys.
don't realize, and especially some people say, no, my marriage is under attack, A, B, C. But then we are failing to exactly root out what the root cause it is that is causing us to be in such a situation. And especially
Hello,
gentlemen.
Donalicious. Welcome.
And especially gentlemen. I think this topic, all gentlemen must really get to listen to this. We need to start pre-deciding so that if Famous Boss TV invites you to co-host. Yeah, we can't go and co-host other people's channels. We are busy with our life. Let me just decline. I'll just leave. There's somebody who's inviting us to go and co-host their live, but we'll ignore. So what I was saying is that at times we just need to identify exactly what it is that we are struggling with. And sometimes as a couple, right, people who are in relationships mostly, sometimes we get into situations where we are just argument after argument after argument. Sometimes you are even arguing about somebody who's just at their house, who's peaceful, enjoying their life, but yet you are just going on and on about Martha, about Nkwanyoka, who's just at her house there, peaceful.
Allowing a third party who is somewhere else to ruin what you guys are having here. Once again, it comes back to wisdom. Because if there is that third party, that third party was invited into a relationship by somebody. If your husband crossed the line to go and invite whoever is that third party, then you as a wife, you need to address the root cause of the problem. Don't go over the other side. No, that person is equally innocent. Because maybe I went there with a different story.
Definitely.
I said, no, I just arrived from Dubai now. And she said, what about that ring? No, this is just for decoration. No, man, we can, we are good at talking.
No, they will be like, no, we don't even sleep in the same room. We are in the process of divorce. You know, I don't even eat her food. Men, they can come to you with different stories.
Guys, do you know that when temptation comes, you will talk everything. The devil will give you all the beautiful words that you need to say to convince her.
Definitely. Definitely.
How the devil is wicked, guys.
Devil is very wicked. The devil is very wicked. And that is his job. Everything.
And then the funny thing is, just after that 5 minutes, you are regretting.
You are regretting.
Now the question is, why did you do it? Why?
You'll be regretting.
Because you must understand that you did not do it. You did not do it willingly. You understand? You were under a spell. You didn't do it in accordance with your will. You understand? You were under a spell. That's why immediately after that, you are awake and you realize, no,
You
I shouldn't
regret.
have done that.
You will be regretting.
You were
I
under
should
a
have.
spell.
I should have done
I should
this.
have. I should have.
A lot of I
should
should have.
Now, I should have will not prevent what happened.
The pregnancy,
Uh-huh.
a disease
Aye.
that you caught, an incurable disease. Guys, these things are real, and these things are happening.
It's happening. That's why if you could only pre-decide, if you could only pray prior, like for me, I have developed a habit of when I wake up, the first thing I do is to pray. Before I step out of my house, I should pray, because you never know what you're going to encounter outside.
Definitely.
We live in the world that is highly more spiritual than physical. There are things that you can see with your naked eye, and there are things that you cannot see. So you should always cover yourself. Equip yourself with the spirit of discernment, so that when temptation comes, at least you have got a weapon to fight with. Otherwise, you are a man in trouble.
Definitely.
You are a man in trouble.
A man
Or a
without
woman in
God,
trouble. Yes.
a person without God is a person in trouble.
Listen to this one. Future husbands,
Where are
you
you to
listen
listen
to this?
to this? Ovakako Fambela.
Yeah. But you are lucky. You are lucky that you are here.
Yeah.
Go and convey the message. Make him understand.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm working on something.
Yeah.
I'm truly working on something because I'm very, very passionate about this. You know, I have a story. There's a big story, behind the story that I'm sharing right now.
Definitely.
And I need you to understand that I and my wife, we are not talking to you guys because we are perfect. No,
Yeah.
we are human beings just like
human
you. We are relatable. And most of these stories that we are sharing is because some of the stories is things that we had to go through.
Definitely.
And we have learned, the hard way.
Definitely.
And we made a decision to change.
So
now
at least-
we are making it our business to help other people.
So at
to
least you are
change.
getting to listen this from somebody who has experience.
Precisely.
Just not somebody who's saying according to.
Yeah. And it's not only from my personal experience, also from the fact that I have served. I served for 15 years as a police officer. I was based at serious crime investigation. You can imagine I have dealt with so many cases.
Yeah.
And I have tons of experience in so many cases that I have dealt with.
Yeah.
Being a police officer sometimes is like you are a therapist. You become what is the other word?
Psychologist.
No, you become a social worker.
Oh, social
you understand?
worker.
Yeah, you become because people come to you with their
A
issues.
therapist.
Yeah, therapist or a social worker. You deal with
And
all these
people
things.
still
and-
call you for advice. There
Yeah,
are people who still
precisely.
call him for advice. I mean,
Yeah.
I find
No,
myself
wait. For that word to come out, there is one thing I need to do.
that
Wait. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, I dare you to try again. Okay,
I
talk.
failed
Okay, you can say.
completely.
I'm believing in you right now.
I won't try.
Come on, try.
I find myself in a situation. Guys, English is broad.
In a predicament.
I don't like it. Please don't anger
Oh,
me now.
you meant to say in a predicament.
I don't like it.
Okay, you
So
find
you-
yourself in a predicament.
You find yourself in a situation
Yes.
where you just need advice, either a relationship or anything, any sort of
Anything else,
advice,
yeah,
My husband is the go-to person, guys. He is really something that I'm just so grateful for is that this man is very, very intelligent. That is one thing I love about him.
Now I feel honored.
He's very understanding, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat things here and try to make you like him or try to make him feel good. This is the honest truth. He's very kind, he's humble, he's somebody who's very, very understanding. Trust me, he is understanding. He does not even judge. and he's patient. I personally, guys, I'm not patient.
Yeah. So
I'm not
we are in a
patient.
moment of confession.
Me, I'm not patient. I'm impatient.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that I'm still working on. So guys, pray for me.
Yeah.
I'm still working on that. Hence we said, when we started this live, we said we are not perfect.
Yeah.
We
precisely.
have our flaws. And
precisely.
as a human being, if you are to tell me here that, whoa, me, I'm perfect, I'll be like, oh, you are perfect.
Oh,
Very
well
good.
done.
Good for you. Which prayer are you praying so that I can also start praying that prayer?
There's a phrase
You
that
know?
goes, don't seek perfection because perfection is delusion.
Delusional.
Very, very, very powerful. I like
Very
this.
powerful.
Never seek to be perfect in life because
Yeah.
perfection is not real. It is delusion.
Definitely.
No one is perfect.
No one is perfect.
No one. I
You are
promise
two people with your imperfections coming together,
Yeah.
trying to make that relationship a safe haven.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
you find the imperfect people judging their fellow imperfect people on social media.
Definitely,
That's
definitely.
another topic of another
It's
day.
another topic of another day.
Yes.
But trust me, we are also working on recording our lives on YouTube. I personally have a YouTube channel, but then there was a YouTube channel that I created before I married my husband. So I'm working on changing the name, and at least when we host our live sessions, we
Yeah, can be
record
live on
so
YouTube as
that people who want to re-watch whatever session it is, they'll be able to access this material on YouTube. Because even on Facebook, there's a new policy where every single live, every single recording that you have done live is only going to be available for a period of 30 days. And
Seriously?
even
30 days?
30
Wow.
days. And even here on TikTok, they'll save your live recording, but then it will also just be available for 30 days. But unfortunately, I don't think your viewers are also able to access it, only yourself. So
Wow.
imagine having such a powerful evening session with so much value. And I know most of you guys want your partners to listen to this powerful message, but then there's just nowhere where to access it.
Yeah.
So don't worry, we are working on that. And soon enough, we are gonna announce as soon as our YouTube channel is ready, is in order. But with that being said, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for making this live successful.
I will definitely tell
Thank
him,
you
Moshe.
so much for tuning in, because we will be talking to ourselves right now.
Yeah, and
You
guys,
know?
it's 1 a.m.
Yeah, tomorrow is
guys,
work.
tomorrow is legs day, first
Yeah.
of all.
Ay, Tori.
We got some legs to deal with, and then after that, we have a business to take care of.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be a busy day.
and tomorrow 7 a.m. we have our
Morning devotion.
morning devotion. My people, do not
Guys,
miss
don't
7
miss out.
a.m.
Don't
Do not
miss out.
miss out on our morning
session.
devotion.
And guys,
Okay.
I like saying it. You know, I've been telling my wife since I met her that there's an anointing on her name. All right, she is so powerful. If you listen to her delivering that message, is she just have a way of really, you know, giving a message in such a way that it will get to you, and then you will be able to grasp it and digest it and be able to use it, you know, in your day-to-day life. Like the morning devotion that she had this morning, I was in the sleeping room, you know, taking care of the little one, and I was listening. I was just like, wow, in amazement, because it was so powerful. So I urge you, if you wake up, if you are in early bed, hop on and listen for yourself, because we all need to be motivated. We all need a word of encouragement from time to time. Otherwise, we are living in the world that is full of how should I say, mediocrity, that is full of bad energy. So you need to align yourself with good energy, because if you start tapping from good word, positive energy, then that is what you will become at the end of the day. And subsequently, that is what you'll be able to attract from the universe. So having said that, I think from the Nashidengos, it's bye.
Bye.
And those of you that are just joining, I think I saw, is it Emmanuel?
Yeah,
Have you been here, or you're just joining?
Are you just joining us, Emmanuel? I saw you in
Thank
my
you,
morning
sir.
devotion
You
as
married
well.
Your prayer partner,
Not
a
a prayer point.
point.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Emmanuel
much.
Wisdom. All right.
Thank you so much. Those who are just joining now, guys, you are late. We have been here for more than an hour and we are just signing out. Catch us live at 7 a.m. for our morning devotion. Tomorrow will be day 5 of our morning devotion of 30 days. So we are going to be doing our morning devotion for the next 25 days.
Emmanuel is saying I woke up for a midnight prayer.
Oh, wow. 1 to 3 minutes. Okay, you missed out. This was a powerful session, really.
Yeah.
I personally learned a lot.
Are you participating in Hallelujah Challenge, Emmanuel? Or
no, he woke up for a prayer session. Midnight, okay. I think. Yeah.
Midnight prayer session.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you guys later.
All right, guys.
Love you.
No, we don't love you, but we love you.
Love Natalie in the background. Also, you could hear her.
Yeah, definitely.
That challenge is ours. Definitely.
All right. Thank you.
See you. Thank you so much.
All right. Good night, guys. Be blessed.
And don't forget to pray. All right?
All right.
Bye-bye.
And don't forget to pre-decide.
Yes. Don't forget
Gentlemen,
to pre-decide.
Pre-decide. Whatever you are planning to do, please pre-decide and be ready, and also have an escape plan. Have an escape plan.
Definitely.
You will be unstoppable.
All right, guys. Bye-bye. See you later.